China has officially congratulated the president-elect. In a briefing earlier, a foreign ministry spokesman said, quote, "We respect the choice of the American people. We extend congratulations to Mr. Biden and Ms. Harris." Now, Mr. Biden will be handed a rocky relationship between Washington and Beijing. The world's two biggest economies fought over a number of matters during President Trump's term, including the trade war, the coronavirus, and Hong Kong's autonomy. Debra Alfarone is joining me now from Washington with the latest on the Biden team. And we have more breaking news as well, Debra. CBS News has projected Mr. Biden has won another state.
Absolutely, Anne-Marie. He has won Arizona, and that's giving him 11 more Electoral College votes, bringing his total to 290, and that's 20 more than he needed to win the presidency.
A group of federal and state election officials say the 2020 election was the most secure in American history. There is no evidence that any voting system deleted or lost votes, changed votes, or was in any way compromised.
Right now, there's a swath of voters in this state and around the country that'll say those machines cheated. Those machines miscounted. Somebody hacked them.
In Georgia, where President-elect Joe Biden leads President Trump by about 14,000 votes, officials say a manual audit will prove the system worked.
The point of the audit is to show the machines counted the ballots fairly.
Republican officials who clearly know better.
In an interview with 60 Minutes, slated to air this weekend, former President Barack Obama says he's troubled by Republicans humoring President Trump's claims of voter fraud.
It is one more step in delegitimizing not just the incoming Biden administration, but democracy generally.
Here on Capitol Hill, some Republicans are beginning to stray from supporting the president's fight, but a few party leaders are still refusing to acknowledge the Biden victory.
This is nothing more than a temper tantrum by Republicans.
House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy was asked if Mr. Biden should start receiving intelligence briefings.
He's not president right now. Don't know if he'll be president January 20th, but whoever is, will get the information.
President-elect Biden can't receive those briefings until the Trump appointee at the General Services Administration signs off.
So, Debra, we reported earlier this week on the Trump campaign asking for donations, essentially to fund the lawsuits, but also in the small print, we learned that the money could go to pay off debt, go to the RNC, but we're also learning that the Biden campaign is asking supporters for help as well. What can you tell us about that?
Well, it's a similar situation, Anne-Marie, because they're going to have some debts, too, with these lawsuits. They actually sent out a fundraising email. And again, they did raise a record amount of money, but they sent out this fundraising email asking for money because they say their legal team is estimating that they're going to need about $30 million to fund those lawsuits by President Trump and Republicans. They're still $26 million away from the goal. Anything extra that they raise goes to the DNC.
Man, and many of those lawsuits already being thrown out, but even to get to that point, it costs money. Debra Alfarone, love seeing you. Have a good weekend.
Thank you, you too.